welcome to my home. Thank you so much for coming after seeing my advert. I'm really excited to have you here. Yeah, I've just moved in here about a month ago and I'm looking for some new housemates because it does feel a little bit lonely living here by myself. So that's why I put the advert out on Gumtree. Yeah, you've been looking for a little while as well. Okay, fantastic. Well, I think the best way for me to kind of decide which housemates I'd like to come and live with me is to ask a couple of questions. So I've prepared these questions and I'm just going to ask you them and then write them down just so that I can compare. I've got a couple of other people coming in after you today, so I really want to make sure I've made the right decision. Is that okay? Yeah, and of course there'll be questions that you can ask me because it's important that we are compatible as housemates. Yeah? Okay, perfect. So let's get started. Okay, so to start off with, can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Because we've just spoken briefly on the phone and this is the first time I'm actually meeting you face to face. Oh wow, I actually grew up near there as well, so that's nice to know that we kind of grew up in the same place. Fantastic. And can you tell me what your daily routine is? Okay, so you're a full-time worker. Cool. And what job do you do? Wow, that sounds exciting. And how would you prioritize the following activities? So work, play, clean and rest. How do you prioritize those? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, for me, I like to play a lot. I think that's important to enjoy life. But I think it's important also to live in a clean environment. So yeah, cool. And I'm just going to throw a random one here. Do you believe in past lives? And if so, who were you in your last lifetime? Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, I like to throw a funny one in just to see who you are and get you out of your shell. So thanks, you answered that quite well. Now, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but the next question is quite important to me. So what time do you generally wake up and go to bed? And would you say that you're a light or heavy sleeper? Okay, perfect. And can you tell me what you think is the best means of approach to make a request? So if you wanted something changed around here, how would you do it? Oh, I mean, would you want to do it face to face, or do you think text is appropriate? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think face to face is really important because I think communication is key, and sometimes texting can kind of lose the meaning of things and sometimes can be taken in the wrong context. So yeah, I think that's really great that you like to do things face to face because it's important we have a really good relationship where we feel comfortable to do that too. So thank you for that. And what would you use your room for? Is it for work or kind of study, or is it more for like meeting friends, things like that? Okay, so like a sanctuary. Yeah, I really like that. I think, yeah, your home is a place to rest, and of course you can meet friends and stuff. But yeah, if you can kind of see it as a sanctuary, that's really good as well. Can you tell me how neat or messy you are? Okay, so cleanliness, as I've touched on a bit before, is really important to me. So I try to clean up as much as I can, but we do have a cleaner here, because I thought it would be easier when I have a couple of other housemates for someone to clean up if it all gets a bit too much. But yeah, ideally I'd say like when you have a meal, clean up after yourself, or at least put your plates and cutlery and cups and everything in the sink at least, or the dishwasher. Don't just leave it around on the table and stuff, just because I could just imagine that being quite messy. At the moment it's fine because I'm by myself, so I can do as I want, but I think if you were to be one of my housemates, we'd have to be super conscious of each other and be respectful as well. So my cleaner comes in once a week, so we still need to do a lot of cleaning ourselves. Would that be something you'd be alright with? Yeah, perfect. Could you tell me what is your favourite way to spend a Sunday night? Okay, cool. And how often do you cook at home? Okay, yeah, I'm a foodie, so that sounds good. If you cook quite a lot, maybe we can cook each other meals. Yeah, I like that. That'd be great. And when you've had a bad day, what do you need? And would you self-identify as introverted or extroverted? Okay, so just in between both of those. Cool. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how modest are you? It's just good to know, right? Okay, that's interesting. And can you tell me how you feel about sharing? Yeah, I think that's fair enough. It's important to have your kind of own belongings, but also with like communal products. I think it's important to share them. So like cleaning products and things like that, we could probably share in this household. I think that would be a good way of going about it and sharing the costs and things like that. So that's good to know your opinion on that. And do you have any allergies? Okay, that's good to know. And can you tell me what is the ideal indoor temperature for you? Like in the summer and then in the winter, maybe? You could tell me. Yeah, Cool. And do you have any pets? Yeah, I just asked that because in this house I prefer not to have any for the moment, just to keep the place tidy. And also some people that I'm interviewing to be potential housemates may have pet allergies and things like that, so it's important that I know if you have any, but as you don't, that's fine. How often do you expect your friends will come over? Yeah, that's good. I think it's always good to have friends over when you can. I usually do like barbecues and things like that, so maybe your friends can like, come over at the same time so we can all get to know each other. The only thing I'd say is we need to be respectful of each other, obviously, to not annoy anyone. But also in regards to the neighbours, it's really nice, quiet community here. So if we can just like kind of limit the interactions after like 11 o'clock, for example, we can be a bit more quiet. I think that would be really respectful of our neighbours. Yeah, you agree? Perfect. And are you dating anyone? Cool. And can you tell me how were your previous roommate experiences? Cool. And has there ever been an occasion where you've had to ask one of your roommates to cover the rent for you? Never. Okay, that's good to know. Do you have any references that I could contact? And that's someone you've previously lived with before. Fantastic. Yeah, I do trust you. Don't worry, it's just that it's really important for me to get a picture of people so that I make the right decision. And what TV shows, video games, and kinds of music do you like? Cool. Yeah, I play Animal Crossing at the moment, so maybe we can play that together. That would be really cool. And obviously, we've got this massive TV here downstairs in the lounge. You can, of course, get your own TV for your room if you wanted. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find something we can both watch together. Great. And do you play any instruments? Okay. And when you're listening to your music, do you prefer to listen through your headphones or out loud? Okay, cool. Can you tell me what your pet peeves are? Okay. And do you have a car? We don't have a drive here, as I'm sure you've seen, but the parking is free on the street, so that should be okay for you. Do you travel a lot with your car? No, so it should be fine as long as like you kind of find a spot that suits you. It does get pretty busy here at weekends, but apart from that, I think you should be alright if you go driving in the week or something like that. Yeah. Okay, thank you for answering all those questions and coming to speak to me today. I really appreciated that. I'm really happy you came. I've got a few more housemates to kind of interview before making my final decision, and I'll get back to you shortly, probably in the next day or so. But I just want to say I really enjoyed meeting you, and you're definitely on my top potential housemate list. So I'll let you know as soon as possible. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye.